got his backside down the creek, digging on down the hole. Lord, he got a gold fever, MrTim4Gold. Come on, hell or high water, keeps chasing down the mother load, like an old 49er, MrTim4Gold. He's like an old 49er, MrTim4Gold.
How we doing, gold prospectors? Today I'm exploring behind my house. Moved to a new town here about July. Haven't really been out much at all since. But I knew there was a stream that ran back here. Figured I'd come check it out. Kind of wishing I did sooner. Check this out. That is sweet. The gravel down here is a little bit different than was in my backyard down there on Sandy Creek. Lots more quartz over here. A little bit more colorful rock. Did 2 test pans. Each one was 2 shovelfuls, classified down. First one yielded a nice little speck. Second one was nothing. So I just moved about 100 yards upstream. It's really pretty back here. Haven't seen any hunters yet. Not sure what this grayness coming out of this hillside is. Not sure. Almost looks like an ashy material. Coal. It's interesting. Now just up the road from here, Route 30 cuts into an old Pennsylvanian bedrock. It's actually in the Ohio geological map. So this could be part of that. That gray layer continues all the way up to the top there. There is a farm about a quarter mile in that direction, because the road runs right over there. So who knows, they could have been dumping something in the creek a long time ago. Man, it's pretty cool to have in the backyard. Well, it didn't come too far upstream. And look at that big chunk just ready to fall. I just spotted something in the water. It's like a rusty looking material. Right down there on that bedrock. That's cool. And there's the road just up there. Looks Looks like I could actually drive my truck right down in here. It's pretty cool. I don't know, I never came back here before. I know the guy that owns everything from the bridge over, but I'm not sure if he owns any of this back here, even though his farm is on the side of the street. I'll have to shoot him a message and see if he minds if I dredge back in here. I was talking to some old boys up the road there about a month ago, and they were playing on the other side of the bridge back there. It's all open field though, so that it cuts a different route just about every year, they were saying. But they had like some kind of home-built long tom sluice, he was telling me, and they found a little bit of gold. But I'd like to believe that over in here, this should be more of the old channel. It doesn't really move. So a fella might have some better luck over here. If the water wasn't super ice cold, I'd love to do some dredging right here on this bedrock. Man, that water's cold. But that is proof that there is bedrock in here. So I think I'll pull a couple samples right over where the gravel meets the bedrock and see if we can't see any colors. But I left my pan and everything way back there, so I'll walk back down and get that stuff, come up here and do a little testing, see what we come up with. I'll show you guys. Okay, prospectors, quick update. Up there where I showed you the red earlier, did 2 pans out of the deep hole, but that is on the outside bend. The material in there was real powdery, fine gray sand, but hardly 0 black sands. And then from that hole, I took about 6 steps, which put me about in the middle of the creek. Real softy sand material, easy digging. Did 2 pans there, one off the top, and then one below that. Nothing. Came down here, right at about where the leaves are. You kind of see discoloration. Did 1 pan there. It was a little harder digging, but still nothing. Still hardly any black sand. And then I just dug out from behind this stump. Got a real good full pan. And again, lots of gray, blondish sand, but hardly any black sands. Definitely a different material from downstream, where there's a lot of black sand and just 2 shovelfuls. And just about all these I did 4. Completely filled up my classifier to the brim. So we're going to move downstream. It's quite the gravel bar I'm walking on, I'm telling you. I'm surprised there's not a little bit better gold in here. It's a deep ass hole right there, so I'm not sure if I can get over that grassy gravel bar. So I'm going to do a little looking around and then take another test pan from down here around the bend somewhere. Let's see what we come up with. We're going to move downstream from here on. Hello, prospectors. Came down here just a little bit. You can see up there's where the little waterfall is. At the end of the gravel bar, there's this little drainage ditch. It actually just comes in off the road. You can see there's gravels in there. So I did a test pan. It's just a big sandy bar. Usually I don't dig in pure sand, but went ahead and filled up the pan. Got like 2 or 3 little specks out of it. Moved up. Did like 2 more pans out of there. Got a speck out each. Lots of black sand. So I'm not really sure what's up with this. Doesn't go anywhere. See the nice gravels. And there's just the drain pipe up there. Smooth bore. Or else I'd be cleaning out the riffles. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but there's a lot of black sand over here. Granted, some of it's probably decomp material because there's a lot of leaves, and you can see just from walking all the black. But every pan I've pulled, there's at least one good little fly poop, and then some of it seems to be walking down the pan. I don't know if it's super micron gold, but I'm just panning down. I don't know. Definitely a sluice material though. Very interesting. I could probably set my sluice up right here. Definitely something to think about. Pretty good gold for being in my backyard. Kind of want to do another pan there. Might do that. Might just cruise on downstream here. Do a few more little test spots. Like to get in down there. It's pretty deep, and I don't feel like getting all wet. Really see a safe way to cross. Maybe go up through the bank and over. If I came in from this way, there's a four-wheeler trail that runs up through there, curves around, and then back down in the creek. There's a park here, and then my house is over that way. Keep you posted. We'll see what we do. Welcome back, prospectors. Well, I went ahead and went downstream, did 2 more test pans. Didn't get it on video, but didn't find anything. So went up to the house and dug out my old river sluice, which I can't even remember the last time I used. It's been that long. Came back down here to where I was finding about a speck of pan. Running out of daylight, as you can see. It's already, I think, after 4. Quickly classified up 1 bucket, shoved my sluice in the water. It's definitely running a little wonky. It's tried to float on me a couple times. Oh well. She's running a bit fast too, but that's alright. See the lead shot and stuff catching. Been using this sluice as my cleanup sluice to the house, and this front set of V-mat, it's real thin, is all freaking packed in. Should have hit it with a brush or something. It's alright. And I've got my deep V all the way down. And then in this deeper section here, there's some expanded metal. It's just running a little lopsided. But we're running out of daylight, so we don't give a shit. Just glad to be out on the creek. Hitting some clay stuff in that hole that I was just digging. So we'll get some material concentrated down, take her back to the house, get her cleaned up, and see what we have behind the house. Looking around, I don't really see any moss that I could use to clean that. Maybe a little brush. Oh. Kind of matted down. Try some of good old nature's sponge here. It just disintegrated. That's a wee bit better. Alright, let's run this through before it gets dark. Alright, prospectors. Got one bucket ran. As soon as I move my bucket, of course my sluice starts wanting to float and do weird shit. Yeah, my bucket's sitting right there, so it was just causing the water to flip through just perfectly. I don't know if I could squeeze another run in. I think I'll go ahead and try. I'm going to leave this just kind of peter like that so I won't wash anything out. I'll do at least a half a bucket. Alright, prospectors. Got me a half a bucket of dirt. Look at that. As soon as I set the bucket right next to the sluice, bam, insta run. Same with the water flow. Getting a little bit of load up there, but I did throw in about 3 scoops. See how dark and nasty this shit is? Nasty, nasty. So I'm running out of battery and running out of daylight. So I'm going to pump this through this baby, get her cleaned up, and get her home. We'll see you on the kitchen table. Alright, so we just got back from the creek. I went ahead and classified down my material with the screen. Here's the stuff that went through the screen. I already did a pan of my bigger stuff. Big surprise, but there's no big old nuggets in there. So I'm going to start panning down my cons from the sluice. A bucket and a half ran through the old Keene, the old river sluice. Sarah Lee's making me some supper. Good little princess. Alright, prospectors, here we are in the kitchen. I've ran, I think this will be my 4th pan, and so far every pan has had at least one little speck in it. Pretty promising for the backyard, I must say so. So I'm just going to keep on panning down. That's what I got left. Quite a bit. We'll see what we come up with. Alrighty, all my panning's done from a bucket and a half and out back. And there's 10 little pieces of fly poop in there. Not really too sure what to say about that.